Hi, welcome in. I'm Logan, and welcome to my channel. I am getting ready to do a reading for the sign of Pisces for the third time. The first two times were utter disaster, so let's see if I can get through it this time. I'm going to start with the Alice in Wonderland Oracle deck. Spirit, what would you like to share with the sign of Pisces? What messages do you have for Pisces, please? Oh, wow. This actually came out before. They really want you to hear that message. Okay. That's so interesting. And I shuffled again, too. Okay. Oh. This one didn't come out before. The White Queen. Okay. That's cool. All right. Anything else you like? Oh. All right. Real talkative today. Okay. I have to read these because they're oracles and I haven't memorized these 31 messages. Okay. Real quick. Okay, so the lion and the unicorn. At first glance, jealousy and rivalry rule the land. But if you look closer, you may see a different picture. Why should you waste your time fighting when a collaboration could be so much better and benefit both parts? The one you consider as your opponent might have talents and resources that could be handy for you. Cease the competition and welcome the complementarity. Is that a word? Anyways, and it has a question. How could you turn your enemy or antagonist into a friend? Okay, so if there's somebody you're dealing with at work or in your social life and they're antagonizing you, or you feel like in some way that you're kind of they're a rival for you, how could you change that situation around and make them an ally instead? And then we have the White Queen. Okay, that is, number 33. This card is all about faith. Faith in your future as if you have already lived it and know it is going to be great. Okay, but also faith in the impossible becoming possible, which implies that you must not get discouraged, whatever the obstacles. Believe that your dreams can come true, even though they seem unrealistic at first glance. Then act accordingly, never doubting that you can do it. All right. So act as if it's already yours, and it will be. That's just some cat noise. They're doing some shenanigans. Okay. And then it has a key question. If you had full faith that everything was going to be fine despite current conditions, how would you act from now on? These are really pretty insightful. I'm liking these. Okay. And then the jury box. Couldn't read that almost because the font's so funky. The jury box is the last one that they gave you. Okay, you are being judged, and this puts you in a very vulnerable position, yet there is something that you must never forget. How people see you says more about them than it does about you. Judgments are projections and interpretations. They are not the truth. Right now, there is no need for you to worry about someone else's opinion. Amen. Leave it for what it is and move on with your life. How much do you, and the key question is, how much do you care about what people think of you and the way they may judge what you do or say? Screw those people. Who care what they think? I don't care what anyone thinks. Anyways, so those are some pretty interesting messages. I hope that was helpful. I think we have some kind of portal today. So let's try Moonology. See what kind of messages we can get from the Moonology. And then I will do a tarot pull. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. What would you like to share with Pisces? What messages do you have for the sign of, for this? Okay, well, this one didn't pop out, but it flipped up. So I'm just going to say maybe it wanted to come out. Okay, Pisces, it's time to release negativity. Full moon in Scorpio. What else? Wow. Luck is on your side. New moon in Sagittarius. Okay. And then your commitment is being tested. First quarter moon. Okay. Release negativity. But you're about to have some good luck. And your commitment to something is being tested. So, yeah. What else would you like to share? Take time to breathe out. Okay. So maybe take time for some self-care or just, cardinal moon. Be bold to make the first move. I don't know. know. That could be about anything, I guess. Anything else you'd like to share? Anything else? All right, that is all we got for that. Okay, now I'm going to do some tarot. This is the Christina Ricci Cat Full of Spiders. So I've already shuffled. What would you like to share with Pisces, please? What messages do you have with Pisces? For Pisces. What messages do you have for Pisces? You stay right there. The cat right here trying to ruin things again. I already clawed my hand all up to pieces. Okay. Okay, I'm going to get one more row. Okay, so first we've got the Eight of Cups, and then the Eight of Cups is with the Ten of Pentacles. So the Eight of Cups is kind of walking away from something. Cups are always emotions, feelings, relationships. So you might have recently walked away from something that you thought was going to be your Ten of Pentacles. You know, you thought it was going to be your happy ending, your fulfillment. But, you know, I guess something might have happened and it didn't end up being what you thought it was going to be. So you had to move on and leave those cups behind you. And that makes sense because our next card is the World, and the World is all about completion. It's about a cycle, a beginning and an ending. So that, whatever that relationship was, ended. You walked away from it. And now a new cycle is beginning. And then we've got the Knight of Swords. So that could be a person that is coming in that you might meet. It could also be that you're embodying that sort of attitude. It could be that you're thinking more logically now that you've kind of moved on from the relationship, whatever it was that you left in the past. Maybe you're kind of in a mode of thinking more, not with your heart, but more with your head. And you're ready to move on and start something new with the World. Yeah. Now we do have the Hierophant, which could be a couple of things. It could be commitment. It could represent a Taurus. Maybe you're meeting a Taurus. The Hierophant came out with the Emperor. So that's fire energy. That's Mars. So you could be meeting an Aries, Leo, or Sag. And that person, so this could be a new person that you're meeting, might be somebody a little bit more stable. Might be somebody that has more a commitment sort of mindset. Whoever it is, they could be in a leadership position. They could be maybe a business owner. They could be somebody that you work with, maybe your boss even. I hope not, because that probably wouldn't work out really well. But whoever it is, this person knows what they want, and it looks like what they want is some kind of commitment. And then the Seven of Pentacles also came out with the King of Wands. So the Seven of Pentacles tells me that there's going to be, well, it's about potential, really. It's about working on something, working towards something. So if it's romance that you're looking for, and some of these, I don't really have a lot of cup. I have no cup energy except for the walking away from the cups. But if what you're thinking of, what you're focused on is a romantic relationship, then it looks like something, you are going to be working on something. And King of Wands tells me that it could be a fire sign that you're meeting, because we've got a couple of different cards for fire signs, or it could just be, this is a passionate person. This is someone who is going to come in hot, someone that you're going to feel really passionate about, and someone that also, you know, because the Hierophant's here and the Emperor's here, it could be someone that it's not just about passion. They also want something stable. So they might be a stabilizing factor in your life, this new person that is coming in. So let's see if we can clarify this a little bit, get a little bit more insight. Why is the Emperor here? The Four of Cups. Okay, so the Four of Cups is you're not really feeling satisfied. So maybe the Emperor comes in after a period of you just kind of not really feeling good about what you've been offered so far. And then this person comes in and they're going to offer you something that you might want to accept. Because clearly here, if you're in this energy, it's not that you don't have options, you just don't want any of them. Or none of them are fulfilling to you. Why is the Emperor here? The Queen of Cups. Okay. So that tells me that you are going to have some feelings for this person, or either they're going to have some romantic feelings for you. So this would be someone that you're going to meet that they're going to nurture you. They're going to nurture the relationship. They're going to want to work on something with you. Why? Well, I guess I don't really need to ask why the Hierophant is here. How will Pisces know who this Emperor is? How will Pisces know who this Emperor is? Oh, the King of Pentacles. So the Emperor is also, it could possibly be an earth sign. It could be somebody who does really well financially, somebody who's just really grounded and stable. So that might be how you know who they are. Somebody that's, has a good stable career and just is a really grounded, stable person. Let's see. How will Pisces know who this Emperor is? Okay, the Hermit. So maybe it's a person that's a little bit more introspective, somebody that's not out partying all the time. Maybe it's somebody that enjoys, quiet time at home together. It's nothing wrong with that. Okay. All right. What can you tell me about this romantic situation, this new person that's coming in for Pisces? What are the possibilities of the relationship with this new person? What is the potential outcome with this? That's what I was trying to get to. What's the potential outcome? What's the potential outcome? Oh, I thought it was going to be good. The Seven of Wands. So they might come in with some fiery energy, but there may be somebody that you have to kind of set boundaries with. They might be really passionate about you. They might be somebody that wants to spend time with you and wants your attention and wants to build with you, but it might be that you need to stand up for yourself a little bit and set some boundaries with this person. They might be, maybe they might be a little too passionate for you. I don't know. I don't know why that would come out, but let's ask again. What's the potential outcome for this? Okay, King of Cups. All right, so we have the King and Queen of Cups. So it seems like that might be a good emotional match. It just might be, I don't know. I really don't know why that Seven of Wands came out. And then the Four of Pentacles also came out. So for some reason, I feel like this person is going to be all in with you. This person is the King and Queen of Cups. But you're over here with the Seven of Wands, meaning you're guarding yourself. You feel like you got to protect yourself from them for some reason. And then you've also got the Four of Pentacles, which is also a card of kind of like holding on to yourself, not wanting to give, really holding on to your pentacles. But it's also an energy of just not wanting to give, of just, not being generous, It's telling me that for some reason, this person's going to be really passionate and emotional and want to commit to you, but you're not necessarily going to feel the same. So I'm not sure why. Why is Pisces going to hesitate with this new person? Oh, okay. Okay. I think you're going to be a little bit hesitant because Six of Cups, you're still feeling a little bit nostalgic about the person that you had to walk away from. So I feel like, and then we've also got Temperance. So that's all about timing. That's all about patience. So it's not that I feel like this person that's coming in is going to be a bad match for you, or you're not going to like them at all. I just feel like they might come in before you're ready for them. They might come in all of a sudden. You know, we had the Knight of Swords, and that's a pretty quick moving knight. So I feel like you're still, when this new person arrives, this Emperor that wants to commit to you, they might have some money, that might be really financially stable. There's a lot of good things that are coming up for the person. But you just might not be ready because you're still mourning what happened before. So, yeah. Well, that's okay. I mean, yeah. If you're not ready, you're not ready. Just because the other person is all about you doesn't necessarily mean that you have to entertain that. It's going to be up to you. It's going to be your choice. Whatever happens, whatever the situation is, I wish you the best of luck. And I hope that anything I said was helpful, or that it was at least entertaining. Thank you for watching me, and I hope to see you again.